a couple of minutes later. We want to go back to her and find out what the situation is there. So, Catherine, if you can hear me, tell us what the situation is there at Chiraa station where you reported to us earlier. Right, so Catherine will be joining us pretty shortly. This is your Election Command Center, and as news at 6 very shortly, we will be bringing you update from across the country where our reporters are waiting, standing by to bring you up-to-the-minute details of what's happening. Already, queues are beginning to form across the country, and you heard a while ago that materials have not arrived at the information center polling here at Kanda, where there are 3 polling stations within the premises. We're shortly waiting to get updates from there as well. And Catherine Frimpoma is at Chiraa. She will be telling us what's happening after queues began forming so early. So Catherine Frimpoma is there now. So Catherine, please tell us what's happening.
As 4 a.m. and the polling officials were already at post. Currently, the polling centers have been set up. Polling officials at post, security personnel are also at post, and the various political party agents are also at post. As you can see, there have been long queues already. People started queuing as early as 12 midnight for the various centers where we visited before we came here. People said they have been queuing since 12 midnight, and the interesting thing is that unlike previous years where stones and other unorthodox methods are used to queue, this time around the people have resolved to use numbering to know who comes first and then who comes next to prevent any quarrels at the polling station. And so at the Cocoa Shed polling center where we left before we came here, people had given themselves numbers, and so even though people had come to take the numbers and gone back home, they know who is first and who comes next. I want to speak to some people in the queue to find out how long they have been queuing in anticipating to cast their ballot when polls begin at 7 a.m. Good morning, madam.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Please, when did you come here? What time?
About 4 o'clock.
4 a.m. and you have been queuing. And why didn't you wait? Because polls begin at 7. So why did you decide to come at 4 a.m.?
I want to go home early to do my job.
So are you sure that your name is on the register? Have you checked to be sure?
Yes, I did.
How did you check?
I give my card to the agency, and they said I have to come and stay here. Yeah.
All right, so good luck to you as you wait for the polls to begin. Good morning, madam.
This is speak tree.
Okay, no problem. Pacho, time in Abaha.
Pacho, me baha 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Na ide na wanye number 1 obi beto because mass your bar 4.
Pacho, penny chama so on call police quarters. Na mo transfer ni ba hazin je. Se man ko yemi grandmother.
Sa di anka na ye number 1.
Pacho.
Na de na oba antem sa because se best at 7.
Okay, last 4 years no na nipa no wa ha ye ba be 1 na la e be di so na mfe sa afiti sa na be ye be ye. So e be dura na enti sa entia.
Na what ye exhibition no check who say ahaya na udin wo.
Pacho, ba be check ye.
So we sure say udin wo.
Pacho.
Okay. So this is the RC Church polling center. There are 3 centers here, A, B, and C, and I've been speaking to some people who have been in the queue as early as 1 a.m. These people seem to be behind, so let me find out when they came. Good morning.
Morning.
And Pacho, time in Abaha?
We do about 5:30.
5:30. Now, what does it say?
And then Pacho, me can you
it's more than more you see numbers so and only time to so now will be by no see what do anyway.
Say in me or hanging out. Be anti time. Oh, we no dito.
Okay, so we are trying to get the presiding officer to speak to find out how ready they are. We are seeing that everything is set, but we just want to be sure from them how ready they are to start polls at exactly 7 a.m. Good morning, officer.
Good morning, madam.
Yes, your name, please.
My name is Frederick Abnadoma.
And you are?
I am a presiding officer at the police station A. Okay.
So we can see the ballot boxes are already here, booths are here, and other personnel and logistics are all ready. But how ready are you to start at exactly 7 a.m.?
Yes, that's why I'm calling the agents. We want to do all the check-ins so that by the time 7 o'clock is due, we have finished everything to start.
But do you have all your materials, the ballot papers and everything?
I hope they are in, but we are now coming to check, because yesterday they wanted us to check, but the people were too much, so we couldn't wait. They said we should go, they will do it. So we hope that everything is set.
So you are yet to open the box and to find out the items inside.
We know that registered voters lists are in, names reference lists are in, and everything, inks, everything are in. As you see, we've already set up everything to start.
So how many voters are we expecting to cast here?
For now, I cannot tell you, but if I open the box, I will be able to give you the exact figure. I don't want to conflict myself.
You said this is police A.
A, yeah.
Okay, so let's try and speak to some agents here. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, madam.
Your name and where you're coming for the party you're representing.
I'm Isaac. I'm a junior. I'm independent candidate. I'm representing independent candidate, parliamentarian, independent candidate for Sunyani West.
What time did you get here?
I got here 5:30.
5:30.
Yeah.
And what have been your observations so far?
Oh, so far everything is okay. We are waiting for the presiding officer to open there so that we can check everything, whether it's okay for us to start the electoral process.
All right, so that was the polling agent for the independent parliamentary candidate for the Sunyani East constituency. I have another agent here. Good morning. Your name and who you are representing?
I'm Philip Chome. I'm representing NDC.
NDC.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you also have here?
I have the agent's record card and the other stuff.
Other stuff.
And the National Democratic Congress, the name that I use for the thing. Yeah.
Okay. So, are there any NPP party agents? Okay. Good morning, sir.
Morning, madam.
Your name, please.
I'm Mensa Luke.
Mensa Luke. Mensa Luke, I can see you. Is that a register you haven't?
Yes, please.
And where from that?
It's from the YEC.
Okay. And why would you need a register today? Because the EC officials have their own reference list that they'll be using for the exercise.
To cross-check and see the checks and balances, whether they are doing the right thing over here in the interest of our nation.
So what are you going to be doing if someone comes and they check for the name on the reference list and it's not there? What will you do?
I also cross-check mine to see if it is an oversight or an intentional act that they are doing.
Okay, but so far, what have been your observations so far?
So far, the atmosphere is very quiet for the day's business, and I hope everything will go on well.
Okay, so that were the party agents in the Sunyani East constituency. The presiding member is just about to presiding officer is about to open the ballots for us to see the items inside as polls begin at exactly 7 a.m.
As you can see, this is the presidential. So we are now opening the presidential box to check the items inside. Scissors on the cranium. Aziz, foul blade in the brain. Habib. We know. My name is Fanny Blade. Habib. Habib. Let's have your blade.
So I'm going to read it to me.
Who there?
A bit mecha. Send me a chance. I'm in charge.
We are doing it. Mo.
Okay, so that is it in your short. The ballot boxes are being opened, the seals are being opened to see the contents of the ballot box before polls actually begins at 7 a.m. So let's see what the presiding officer finds out in the box.
This is the statement of poll. This is the ballot papers. All these are ballot papers. These are the bags that we will, after we've done, we'll put everything inside. As you can see, this is tissues for the voters. Our seal for after we finish everything, our seal for sealing this box, and we have our ink pads here. This is the stamps that we are going to use, EC stamps. As you can see, this is for presidential, so we have one. I hope we'll find another one here for the parliamentary. Okay, so that is it. This one will be for visually impaired. They will use it for voting. I'm told that they've been trained on it, so they will use it for voting. So that is it.
All right, so that is it from the Sunyan East constituency, specifically at the RC polling center. There are 3 polling centers here. This is polling center A. We have B and C, but obviously all the centers are ready to start at exactly 7 a.m. From the checks, everything is set. All the materials are intact for the exercise to run smoothly, hopefully barring any unforeseen circumstances. So we are still monitoring activities here, and we will be updating you as the processes go on. Catherine Frimpoma from the Sunyan East constituency in the Sunyan metropolis in the Bunahafu region, reporting for TV3 News. Over to you in the studio.
Very much, Catherine Frimpoma. Those were very critical shots that we got there from the Sunyani East constituency. Less than 30 minutes to the opening of polls, and it does appear everything is in place for a smooth start of voting there. Now, the Electoral Commission has banned the use of motorbikes at various polling stations during the elections. The sale of alcohol within 500 meters of a polling station is also prohibited. Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Charlotte Osei, made these known at a news conference in Accra.
Indicated that motorbikes would not be permitted within 400 meters of a polling station, while security personnel have also been instructed to block access routes to persons who intend using motorbikes at the various polling stations. She noted the police were determined to ensure that the use of motorbikes are not permitted between 5 p.m. on December 7 and 6 a.m. on December 8, adding that the sale of alcohol within 500 meters of a polling station is also prohibited.
Electoral offences are criminal. If you try it, you'll be arrested and you'll be dealt with in accordance with the law. Voters are not permitted to enter the voting screens with a bag or with a purse. No mobile phones will be allowed into the voting screen. No pens will be allowed. No food or drinks will be allowed. You can only enter the voting screen with the ballot paper that has been issued to you.
Right, so let's go to the Wa Circuit Court polling station where our reporter Evelyn Tingma is reporting from.
We are at the Circuit Court polling station in the Wa municipality, and officials of the Electoral Commission are still not here. Meanwhile, we have some voters who have already queued for the process to begin. We'll talk to a couple of them and see what their expectations are.
So I just want to avoid the queue and then go back to school. I'm also a student nurse. I'm a student nurse, so I have to do it early and see if I can get back to school and do some small studies.
I have a lot to do. As a teacher, I have to go back to school. So I need to be here and cast my vote early so that I can go to school.
I'm a citizen, Ghanaian, so I need to cast my vote. I need not to do any carelessness whereby the vote will not be casted. The one I want to be in the lead will fail.
Right, pretty shortly we'll be going to Godfrey Tanam, who is at Bole, to bring us update of what's happening in Bole as well. So you just saw Evelyn Tingma from Wa Circuit Court. Now let's give you the EC's emergency numbers. If you have any challenge anywhere across the country, you can dial 0800 818818 and 030-396-8750. 030-397-6568. The numbers again, wherever you are across the country, if there are any emergencies you need to reach the Electoral Commission, that will be on 0800-818818 and 0303-968750 and 0303-976568. So those are the EC's emergency numbers. You can reach them anywhere in the country. All right, so we're going to Godfrey Tanam now, who is at Bole, to bring us update of exactly what is happening where he is. Right, so Godfrey will be joining us pretty shortly. This is your Election Command Center, and it's 6 a.m. It's 6:37, a couple of minutes to the 6:39, I beg your pardon, a couple of minutes to the opening of polls across the country, and we'll be bringing you updates across the country. All 29,000 polling stations, we will be there, covering all 275 constituencies also, and this is where you have to stay to get up-to-the-minute details of the results when they come trickling in. My name is Stephen Ente. This is still News at 6, and we'll be crossing over pretty shortly to Bole, where Godfrey Tanam is standing by with the very latest update from Bole. So Godfrey, we're ready, and we're anxiously awaiting the polls to begin. We have heard from Chiraa, Sunyani East constituency, things are smoothly. So we want to find out if everything is fine now. Right, so Godfrey is there, but we'll take a break, and when we return, we'll bring him back on from Bole. Right, so Godfrey is ready, standing by, ready to give us an update. So Godfrey, So Godfrey, it's over to you. Give us an update of what's happening there.
Republic, John Dramani Mahama will be casting his ballot, and then we have here 417 voters who are expected to cast their ballots today, and then with this particular police station, this is where the president has been voting over the years, and as you can see, we have people who have queued already, waiting to cast their vote immediately polls start, and then according to the electoral officers, they are set and everything is okay for them to move on. 150 security officers have been deployed to the various police stations in this particular constituency, that is the Bole Bambo constituency, and then according to the district police command, 12 flashpoints have been identified, and the security is standing by, and others are patrolling to make sure that security is very tight here. And then according to the police command too, the president will be voting here, though the place is not a threat. Security will be beefed up when the president is landing. So we'll be talking to some few people to find out their views. Yeah, so let's get closer to you. Let's find out from you. How do you feel being part of this particular election?
Yeah, I feel good because I'm a Ghanaian. I need to exercise my civic rights. So I'm happy the day have come to meet me. I want to exercise that.
Right, so do you think that, how do you see the campaigning so far, the messages given by the various political parties? How do you see them? How do you think that this will really reflect in this particular election?
Well, I think all of them did their part. They brought out their issues, what they intend to do. And, well, that is it. And I think we all heard them and we will act accordingly.
So in terms of democracy, what you've heard so far, what you've seen so far, do you think that we are moving forward? Do you think that we are growing as a democratic state?
Yeah, I think Ghana, we are making progress. Everything has been peaceful, especially in this area. We have not heard of any situation. Everything is going on very well. And you can see the environment here is cool, everybody is relaxed, and we know what we are about.
Yeah, so that is a voter who is waiting anxiously to cast his vote. The electoral officers are also putting things in place. The party agents are also around to make sure that everything that is being done here is done right. So this is what is currently going on, and they're putting things together with the electoral officers and the polling agents. We also have some observers here, and then they've come around to also observe and make sure that whatever they are reporting will be accurate. So far, this is what is happening from the Bambo constituency at the District Assembly polling station, where the President of the Republic will be voting. So this is what we are going to do. So from the northern region, we will be giving you up-to-date information, whatever is happening here. We'll make sure that we update you exactly whatever is happening. And then from the Bambo constituency, at the District Assembly Police Station, we have the Election Command Center is refreshed by Verna Mineral Water, healthy drinking, healthy, and then powered by Rush Energy non-stop. So this has been Godfrey Tanner reporting from the Bambo constituency.
Right, so that's Godfrey Tanam there. Interesting. So he has brought us update from Bambo. What the president will be voting is pretty orderly there, as you can see. So let's go to Ho Central, where we're getting updates also from there. Ho Central in the Volta region. These are images coming in from Ho Central. You can see anxious voters waiting for polls to open so they can start casting their ballots. And you see the electoral officers preparing polling materials for the day to begin. These are visuals coming in from Ho Central in the Volta region. These are images there. They're pretty quiet, orderly as well. We're expecting such order to prevail across the country. And these are unconventional means by which people have been queuing, with stones lined up in queue for human beings to replace them along the line somewhere. Interesting visuals there, and anxious voters waiting waiting for polls to open so they can vote. These images are coming from Ho Central in the Volta region. This is still news at 6, and this is your Election Command Center. We'll be back. Please stay.